What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be going through how to unlock the Speedlines animated camo and how to complete the CODToons event as fast as possible. Definitely stay tuned. Now, in case you guys weren't aware, the CODToons challenge event is the third traditional challenge event to be added to Black Ops 6 following Shadowhunt from Season 2 and Got Your 6 from Season 3. It's crazy to think we haven't gotten too many traditional challenge events offering objectives for multiplayer, Warzone, and zombies. Luckily, this event is pretty jam-packed with some fairly solid rewards and a very good mastery unlock. You guys may have seen a lot of footage online already of the animated Speedlines camo, which is of course free for everybody, while there's also a pretty colorful variant of this camo if you own Black Cell within Season 4. Now, this is also the second animated camo unlock following the Blaze of Glory weed camo that we saw back in Season 3 Reloaded, so hopefully we're just going to be on an upward trend of seeing more and more animated camo unlocks for Black Ops 6, or maybe they'll become a staple like they were in Modern Warfare 3 within the upcoming Black Ops 7. Now, just to be clear, the CODToons Challenge event officially begins this Thursday, July 17th at around 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock Central, and 1 o'clock Eastern. Now, whether you're watching this video before the event goes live or after it doesn't really make a difference since all the challenges already leaked out pretty early, so we're going to go through all of them here today. And this event also kicks off the American Dad collab as a part of Season 4 Reloaded. The two bundle dates already leaked out. We have one of the bundles dropping on July 17th and the other on July the 20th. But jumping right into things, in case you guys weren't aware how challenge events work, there's a ton of tiles with a bunch of objectives, and you only have to do one objective on that tile to unlock the reward for that tile. So starting with the Took in Spray, the multiplayer objective is get 15 kills with frag or semtex grenades. In zombies, they want you to extract 150,000 total essence when exfilling, or in Warzone, complete a search and destroy contract 10 times. The way this video is going to work is I'm going to pick the easiest challenges, or at least the fastest ones you can complete so you can get through these rewards as fast as possible. For this first challenge, I do believe the multiplayer objective, which is to get 15 frag or semtex kills, is probably the easiest, especially if you guys don't really mind playing face-off. I think Stakeout's probably the map you want to do this on, but hey, Eclipse is the brand new strike map as a part of Reloaded, so I'm going to use footage of that one instead. Maybe you don't own Black Ops 6, so you can only do the Warzone challenges as a part of all these tiles. In that case, fair enough, but I do think getting frag or semtex kills won't really take you that long, especially in some of these smaller spaces. But next up, we have the eye-popping large decal, which also comes with 3 crate power gobblegums. So some of the tiles in a couple of these events will often have multiple rewards per tile, which I know is kind of strange, but the first objective in multiplayer is to play 25 matches in the CODToons mosh pit, or in zombies get 450 kills with melees, or in Warzone deploy a care package streak 15 different times. To be honest with you, unless you guys love multiplayer, I think it'll just be a lot more enjoyable to jump into zombies and get 450 kills with melee weapons. Obviously, you could spawn in, turn on the inducer, slash away, especially with the brand new pickaxe, which actually is pretty damn solid in zombies, by the melee macchiato perk. I'm sure some folks are going to cheese this with the oil trap if they can find some type of exploit with just getting a ton of kills that much faster. Or if you have a save file, you could just take out your melee weapon, regardless of what it is, max upgrade it. I'm sure you have plenty of salvage and points to spare, and just have at it with 450 kills, which really won't take you that long on some of the higher waves. But hey, if you just prefer playing MP, then fair enough, play 25 full matches of CODToons. I don't know if that means you could spawn in and just back out of those matches. In that case, it might be a bit faster to just do that. The last thing I'll say about this challenge, though, is that if you want to get a care package 15 times in Warzone, you either have to find the care package streak randomly through looting, or you have to just keep buying them for, I think, 7,500 points a pop, which could take you a while to get all that cash. But the next challenge is for the Smith Household loading screen. The multiplayer objective is to get 15 kills with combat axes while in the CODToons mosh pit, or in zombies reach round 20 3 different times, followed by in Warzone open 10 loot caches at the Overlook. Now, if you guys aren't a fan of Warzone, I totally respect that, but you can't hate Warzone that much to not want to just simply open up 10 boxes over in this new POI, instead of going ahead and sweating an MP or playing like take 2 hours of zombies to reach round 20 3 different times. I think this is relatively straightforward. Even if there's sweats here, there are plenty of loot caches to go around, obviously on the bottom floor, or go in the elevator and rappel upwards. The sky deck has a ton. Even the secret room you can open, if you haven't done that yet, you can head in there, and there's plenty of chests that are just waiting for you, especially if you have key cards. And there's also loot chests kind of scattered throughout some of the stairwells over on the rooftop. I think you'll be able to open up 10 chests much faster than doing any of the other challenges, but everybody has their preference, to each their own. Like I always say, it's always subjective what I think the best challenges are in some of these events. Some of you guys might have a big save file in zombies and rather just play that. But the next challenge is for the 30-minute double XP token. Your multiplayer objective is to get top 3 in a party ops match, followed by, in zombies, get 30 kills with the Shatter Blast ammo mod equipped, or in Warzone, get 3 kills with the hand cannon kill streak. Now, to my understanding, you can get a hand cannon from a care package, or maybe through random looting. I know it was pretty present in some of the LTMs that Warzone added recently, but not really a straightforward objective that you can really do. 3 kills with a hand cannon isn't hard, I get that, so if you don't own BO6, this one shouldn't be too hard, but getting 30 kills with Shatter Blast could be the easiest objective here. Now, it doesn't specify if Shatter Blast has to actually kill the zombies. I don't think that it does, so if you just have to craft Shatter Blast for 500 salvage and get 30 kills, that could be pretty easy. But even if that's not the case, you could always get Elemental Pop and just keep burning through hordes, and eventually Shatter Blast will just kill 30 zombies. It's really not too many. Of course, there's a possibility that when this event does actually release, I'm recording this a bit early, they could change the milestones of how many kills you have to get for some of these tiles and challenges. In that case, like I said, the detonated article will have updates down below. But getting top 3 in party ops isn't that tough. However, it does require a bit of sweating, and I've seen some pretty rough lobbies of that LTM. Moving on to the next challenge, we have Highly Productive. This is an animated calling card. The objective in multiplayer is to earn the most score in a party ops match 3 different times, or in zombies, get a 20 zombie multi-kill medal with a rocket launcher 15 different times. So that is killing 20 zombies in quick succession with that launcher, by the way. If you don't want to do that, then over in Warzone, I want you to play 3 matches of Warzone Havoc. Now, I bet you what everybody's probably going to do for this one is quite simply just go right into Warzone Havoc, fill in by yourself without any teammates, jump right in, die, and then right when you respawn, before your resurgence timer actually expires, you can either fall to your death or have somebody kill you again. That's probably what everybody's going to be doing and will be the fastest way to get through this tile. But I know I'd rather do that instead of getting to a semi-high round to have enough zombies to get all those multi-kills with the launcher, and earning the most score in party ops 3 different times is easier said than done, especially when you have SPMM kind of working against you, which could make that challenge a lot harder than it needs to be. But the next challenge is going to be for the TR2 Auto Conversion Kit, which also comes with a Clicker Weapon Charm. The multiplayer objective is to get top 3 in any match 3 times. That could be any game mode of your choice, even the party game modes where a top 3 counts as a win. The objective in zombies is to get 30 kills while Frenzied Guard is active, or over in Warzone, you can fly through the Overlook's upper sky deck. As I mentioned earlier, you probably can't hate Warzone that much to where you don't want to just do this Warzone objective instead of playing MP or Warzone for this, because flying through the upper sky deck is relatively simple, especially if you have the right trajectory when you infill into a match of Verdansk. So if you have the right flight path, then you could just drop right in and just parachute right through the sky deck, or again, take a chopper, maybe you can get to the roof of the Overlook if you don't have any access to a vehicle, and just parachute down and just glide your way through without touching the ground, and that should auto unlock this challenge here. Now, is there a possibility some of the challenges we're talking about today could be a bit buggy where they're not tracking correctly when the event begins? Absolutely, anything is possible, but if that does end up being the case, I'm sure they'll end up fixing those bugs pretty quickly. But maybe you like using Frenzy Guard and you have a bunch of power kegs that you can spare and you just want to get 30 kills in zombies real quick because you don't have Warzone installed, then be my guest. But last and certainly not least, we have the GS45 Blueprint. The multiplayer objective is to win 5 matches in the CODToons Mosh Pit. That Mosh Pit consists of a lot of different modes that you can play. In zombies, the objective is to win 3 matches of Grief, which probably would have been a lot more fun before the recent Grief update that we got, which I think made it a lot harder to actually win because you can't actually stop an enemy's health regen regen when meleeing them. In Warzone, the objective is to get 15 vehicle kills. Now, I understand if you guys are more of a multiplayer guy, then playing 5 matches shouldn't be that hard, especially if you get some quick TDMs. You can kind of run through those relatively fast, but in Warzone, getting 15 vehicle kills is actually a lot of fun, especially because we have the addition of both Verdansk and Rebirth Casual. As you'll see in my footage, you could just jump right into a game of Rebirth, land on a vehicle, and the bots are usually going at it early on, unless there's real people kind of messing around as well. Then you can run through everybody towards the beginning of that game and get a very quick 15 kills within, I want to say, under 5 minutes. But after all is said and done, you will have the Stan Special Pistol Blueprint. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is every single objective within every single challenge tile as a part of the CODToons event. Once you've unlocked every single reward that I just mentioned, you'll now have access to the Speed Lines animated camo, and if you own Black Cell, you'll get a second animated camo, which looks just as good. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the CODToons event, which I think is arguably one of the best, if not the best, as a part of Black Ops 6? How are you feeling about the camo unlocks and every other reward? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.